Hello guys and welcome to the channel. Beautiful day here in Ireland today. It's cold but frosty in the ground, and at least there's no storms so far. It's been 2 days like this, so which is good. Spring is in the air, you can hear the birds in the background, and which is nice. Hopefully we'll be able to start riding soon. Today's video I'm going to be upgrading my gear shift lever to an off-road shift lever that I just got on the internet today, and also I'm going to be upgrading my foot pegs to an off-road foot pegs. So if you have nothing to do, please stay with me and let's find out how this is done. Welcome back. If you don't know me, my name is Adriano. It is 44 Degrees Motorbike Adventures. In this channel I upload videos of trips, reviews that I do on gear, and maintenance job that I do on my bike, like this one that we're gonna do today. So for today's video I am going to be upgrading my gear shift lever with this one here that I just got on a bike kit. Never bought anything from them before, so but I got this one here, and hopefully this one should fit on my Transalp 700, and if it does I'll let you know in the end of the video. And that one is aluminium, cast aluminium, I think. Yeah, that's what it is. Alloy, sorry. Alloy, yeah. So that should be nice. The good thing about that is it's actually the tip here. If you guys are watching this for the first time and don't know, is the reason it changes because every time that if you drop the bike off the road, basically what can happen is if that chip doesn't bend like the original one on the bike, it can bend then your this part here, I don't know where to go, and then you got a problem. Okay, so we're gonna do that as well. I'm gonna upgrade my foot pegs here to SW Motec Ion. I got this in FC Moto. I'll put the link in the description there as well. They have a great price. I got stuff from them before, great competitive price, so I have no affiliation with them, just buy things from them. So you know, these foot pegs, cast in iron, I think, yeah, and get some features on them that you can lower. There's two spaces here. It comes with the kit for the Honda Transalp as well, and it should be interesting to see how it works. Also, a great feature of that as well is the rubber pad comes off, so if you are riding on the pavement you can put it on and leave it on to stop vibrations, make it more comfortable. But if you're going off-road you can take it off. I think it's just a screw that goes underneath here that connects those two. Anyway, so we started with the lever. It's kind of quite cold outside here now, so we see how it goes. And the lever should be straightforward to change, and then we go with this guy here. The trick part is to take the pin out this thing and put it back on. It's a bit tricky. I've done it before, but it's still tricky parts of it. Anyway, so let's just do that. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so let's take this guy out here. First of all, I'm gonna get a pair of gloves because it is cold. My hands are getting No. Okay, so that should go. To take it out, this, if you guys never did before, is basically what you do is you just untight the screw. That's all, and pull it out and slide the lever out. So this is straightforward. Keep in the position that you had before, like this position here. That's a 10 millimeter screw, wrench. So just try to maintain the same position here, so you can put the other one, and then hopefully should be the same as the for the boot size. Otherwise you're gonna have to take it out and readjust it again. Screw back here. I don't wanna lose this just in case. Get a new lever. I'll take out notes about this lever here. As you can see, first of all, two things. One is it's going like that, right? Yeah. One is the size. It's a bit longer than the other one. The other as well is that the screw is actually underneath rather than being the top. And also it's not a 10M screw, I think it's an 8. So we just slide it back in there. I'm just going to try a little bit lower. See it? That should do. Another thing to keep in mind, like guys, if you're taking this out to open this up to clean it or whatever, when you put in the screw back, just make sure it's tight with your hand, and if it goes properly with your hand, that's fine. It's on the thread, it's properly inserted. If it doesn't, if you get any resistance, just take it out and put it again. Otherwise you're going to damage the thread. Okay, and it's an 8M. Yeah, so the advantage of having this one here is the fact that it flips. So if you fall with your bike, that one there doesn't, and also it flips like that, so it won't actually damage the lever and also this thing here. Okay, so that's it. That's how we installed it, the gear shift. So, alright, so let's just take this one out first. So there is a pin here that needs to be taken out first. So that's the first thing that you need to do. It's a safety pin. Try to use this one. Okay, it's coming out. No, the other side. And there you go. That's the pin. This will just pop out. That's the pin that holds the thing in place. Okay, that's out. Now, the thing that's tricky is to figure out exactly how the spring here went inside. Right, so it was in here like that, like that. So I'm scratching the whole thing there. That's the most tricky part, to put the spring back, because the spring goes into like this. Okay, and attached to here. So let's just put the pin back. Okay, show you. Let's see how this is done.
So first of all, we have these parts here. This, that adds the difference. Let's look at the thickness. It's much better. Now, first of all, we need to put this guy here into place. Now I should that will go into here. Which it doesn't. So let's see if the new spring. This later. The only thing, guys, I noticed is this spring doesn't fit here, and even if it does, you're pushing inside it. The way the spring works for the original is that this part here goes underneath here and tied underneath this thing here, right, like that, and that part would just stick out like this, right? So that one will go inside of the hole here on the bike, and then when you pull it out like that, it creates a spring motion. But the problem with this one here, first of all, this spring doesn't fit. Second of all, this spring that they sent, right, it's actually completely different, right? Completely different. I don't see in the manual anything that manual showing actually as well. This spring is completely different in way. This one here, it doesn't have the bend here, right? So if you put this here, right, even if you manage to put the old spring inside here, right, basically what the problem is, the spring is gonna go like that, right? But there's nothing that's going to hold this part here in order to create a lock on the spring, so the spring can actually be tight. There's nothing there, see, there's nothing here, right? So it's a problem. No, it's not a major problem. The only thing is you're not going to have a spring. So when you, I'll show you here, when you get your pin and you put here, right, okay, it's in place. It's going up and down, but it doesn't go back because there's no spring. Anyhow, I'm going to tighten this up first and go from there. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put like that. It's a big disappointment with the price that this costs. It should be fit exactly as the old one. I'm gonna do a bit of research, but I don't know if there's any other way to do this. If you guys watching this have actually used this one before, let me know, because I don't see any other way. Alright everybody, so first one here is installed. There's a light here. I'm just going to put there you go. A bit disappointed with it.
I mean, it's a good quality foot pegs. The rubber pads will go in there. Okay, I can actually put it on later. But what I'm disappointed, I'm going to show you exactly what it is this. Now if you look at this is the new one from the other side. That's the old one. That's the spring of the old one. This is the spring for the new one. Okay, first of all, have a look at the springs. They're completely different. Okay, completely different springs. Second of all, the old one, the old part, has this loop here. Okay, let's see, metal part there, where the end of the spring here, this part here, will go inside like that. Go inside like this to create a pressure, because that part will go into the bike. It creates a pressure, so then this part will move. You move down, right? But if you move it up, you would push it back down again because of the pressure that's applied. And this one here, on the other hand, has nothing there. It's actually straight through. The old spring doesn't fit inside. It's too big. It's too thick. Right? And even if I did manage to actually put the spring inside here, there will be nothing there to hold that end of the spring to create the pressure. Okay. The old spring, the new spring, is completely different, as I said. It goes inside, but as well, even if I cut the edges here too, kind of like just make it something like that, I still have no place to this thing to grab here, right? So I know it doesn't fully, it's not fully compatible with the Transalp 700. Even though they're saying that it's not completely true. If I had to manage to put the spring into here, right, the old spring, there will be nothing actually to stop the spring from just sticking this plate here and then eventually destroying my plate there. Okay, am I missing something? Alright everybody, so this is it. I have installed the thing, so I'll show you here. Oops. The lever is installed. I just need to adjust it a bit. I think it might be too low. We'll see. The foot pegs installed. As I say, I'm not happy with it. I mean, it looks nice. Show you the other one. It looks really nice, and it's a really nice wild peg. And but the problem is the spring. The spring doesn't work in this pegs, and the one that they send as well, it wouldn't work. And anyway, so I'm just gonna contact the company and see what's the story. I mean, they say it's actually compatible with the Transalp 700, so it should be compatible with the spring. So anyway, that's not true. That's not the case as far as I can see. Yeah, so guys, this is it, the Transalp 700 with the foot pegs and the lever for off-road riding. And I'll keep you guys in touch with what I get back from the company and see what they say about the springs. So thanks very much, you guys, for watching. See you guys next time. Alright everybody, just give me an update here. I got it sorted out. Now it's going back, the springs. I managed to put it on. The other side as well, same thing. It took a lot of trying to figure out how it goes, and the springs that comes with it does actually work, but it works in a different way. It doesn't go inside of like the hole here. It just sits in there, see? Just sits in there and create pressure. I don't know like how it's going. Looks like to me it's not gonna pop it out, but it's working perfect now. So there we go. That's cool. So figured out. Took me a few minutes to get this sorted out, but I managed to get it out in the second go. Alright guys, so talk to you. Take care, bye.